Good, good evening on the Sports Talk. The host Steven
Oh Lord.
along with Mr. Two Dogs himself, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Mr. Jeremiah Watts,
What's up? What's up?
and comedian extraordinaire, Mr. Mark Howard, and
You
the
want to
What
be
up, man?
genius?
and the guy that's just found his brain, our COO himself.
Thank you very much. Let me put on my AIs in this bad fella and let's make this happen.
Woo!
Oh
Oh,
God.
well, let's fellas, we got breaking news. Breaking news. Saquon Barkley signed a one-year contract with the New York Giants. Jeremiah, was that a good thing for him to do?
I guess if he want to get paid, yeah. But his bonus that he can make almost $1 million is dependent on Daniel Jones. Who wanna? That was stupid. You can't make you can't make an extra million unless you make it to the playoffs. What if Daniel Jones go to the crapper? Now you stuck. Hey, it is what it is. But hey, he got his money, so oh well.
Mark, he did the contract, but you would think after everything he went through dealing with the franchise tag that he'd make sure his next contract, the next season, he couldn't be franchise tagged. But that's not so. Did the Giants really get over on him?
Yep.
Yeah, they definitely did get over on him. I mean, that's the plight now. The running back in this day and age, they're disposable. They're definitely treating them that way, whether they are or not, whether you're a great one or not. And you know, I almost want to say, Jeremiah, we have they probably have our boy to blame because after that uh, Ezekiel Elliott contract, yeah, I think they all said never again.
Right. Well, the sad
So,
part is that the going rate really, is to split it is should have been about 15 million. So the Giants played hardball because they knew none of the other owners would cross that line. Vance, talking about another big contract extension. Justin Herbert, I'll let you know right now, he's the quarterback, not running back,
huh? Oh, I thought he was the
for the
soccer. I
LA
mean, I thought
Chargers.
you said we were talking about soccer. My bad.
Yeah. Vance, is he worth the $262.5 million over 5-year contract that they gave him?
Well, I wouldn't know about the 262 over for 5 years, but what's the guaranteed money? Because that's what's
137 million.
137. Wow. Hell no. But anyway, man, they gonna get it. They gonna get it. They look at Daniel Jones. So paying somebody like him, man. So anyway, no, hell no. Are you comparing Justin Herbert and Daniel Jones as quarterbacks? I'm just talking about getting paid. I understand, but as far as the level of talent, are you
So
comparing them to?
I'll tell you what, Mark, since
I'm
you're
talking about
ready to
getting
talk,
paid. Daniel
Mark, since
Jones got
you're ready to
paid.
talk, I'm going to give you a question about your number one fan, Ben Simmons. Michael Bridges says that Ben Simmons is ready to go this year because he's talking stuff to them and messing with them.
Sure, sure, he's ready to go. Is this the last year of his contract? Because if it is, he's ready to go. All of
Yeah.
a sudden, his back is miraculously healed.
Well, it is him.
Yeah, he can go now. He can run up and down the court before. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right.
Well, he
Look,
got it. He need to do something.
absolutely. I give Bridges and guys being good teammates, saying what they're supposed to say publicly, and we'll see. Really at this point we'll see. I heard them saying, I know it's okay if he's not a scorer. He shoot the ball. We want him to shoot the ball. He said if he miss it 9 times and shoot it the 10th time. Really?
Yeah. Well, Vance, let me ask you this. Vance, you're the guy that's in there on the treadmill, ripping and running all the time. Let me ask you this. Gilbert Arenas said that today's players, NBA players, are out of shape. They're not in shape like back in the day. Is this just old man talk?
Old school. And I wouldn't go as classify him as an old man yet, but it's some old school talk. You know, uh, these guys train very differently than they used to back in the day. Plus, they're not as heavy. Now, a couple of them are, but they're not back in the day, but it was a lot of heavy ones back there. And so they had to run and do the 5 miles and run the hills and run the bleachers. These dudes, like I said, man, pretty much playing all year. So they just running up and down the court and getting that kind of shape. And or in that Bruce Lee type of shape. They in that Bruce Lee shape. You
Hey,
know.
okay, can someone make some sense? Mark, how about you of what Vance just said? Uh,
After you hear somebody that confuse you, you start going. That was Vance. What he's saying is that they don't practice as much. They're much more lax about it. They're casual about things, whereas because they're making big money and it's all guaranteed. These guys beforehand, they weren't making that kind of money, and you definitely, if you weren't a superstar, you weren't getting those endorsement money like that. So you had to earn that contract. I'm surprised. It's what tells me with Vance and all that little fake haterism. I mean, this was a time for him to use his love and his adoration for Michael Jordan and talk about how great he trained and how much he really changed the game with his training from his year-round training more so with everybody, and like a bum in the street, he dropped the ball on
well,
that badly.
Oh
look,
hell no! See, and
okay,
and you're
I'll tell
wrong.
you what.
Michael
Look,
did what he
we're
needed
going
to
to go to
do.
station break because
Save
Vance is
it,
ready to go
save it,
So
somewhere else.
save it.
So, Vance, take us to station break, and when we come back, we're coming
Yeah.
back with our first rant of the day. Just a doggone minute with Mr. Jeremiah Watts.
you're tuning in to TAAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach, y'all. And when we come back, we'll have my main man, Mr. Jeremiah Watts, in his segment, Just a Doggone Minute. Jeremiah, take it away.
All right, everybody. I can't yell and scream like I want to because of what's going on, but I can make it real clear. The NFL don't have anybody to blame except themselves. These players are the one that signed on to the franchise tag. Then they didn't just let them allow them to franchise them one time. They said, well, go ahead and franchise tag me twice. So now you hollering about pay. And you knew that pay was up and down. The running backs, their pay is really low. So when you franchise tag and they take the average, they better be glad that Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry got the contracts that they have. Otherwise, the franchise tag might be less than 10 million. And so you hollering, you complaining, but you all signed on for this contract of the CBA, and I believe it's good until the year 2030. So y'all got to deal with this ignorance that y'all signed on for the next 6 years. So you might as well suck it up and deal with it. And I'd be doggone if I'm not out. Peace.
That's so true, Jeremiah. Be careful what you sign. Look, speaking of that, Jeremiah, I got a question for you. Everybody knows Alabama has been the beast in college football. But recently, as the mother powerhouse is blooming, has Nick Saban lost his stronghold on college football, especially even in the SEC?
Yes. Yes. Because You can't sign everybody, and this transfer portal has sort of evened some of the playing field. So yes, and they realize that hey, I can go somewhere else and be just as good, and be might even be better. And with the SEC getting even stronger, he's lost his hold even more. So it don't mean that Nick Saban is not a good coach. It just means there's becoming more parity in college football.
I got that down. Mark, what do you think about it? Uh,
He said the SEC is getting stronger. Is that because you think there's a couple of teams are getting ready to join, and that's why they will get?
Oklahoma
No,
and Texas, baby.
no.
Yes, yes.
Maybe their team will get stronger. Maybe their team will get stronger. They're gonna have to compete. But the SEC is the SEC. Has he lost his stronghold? For right now, some teams have made some moves and been able to recruit better. At least stay out of trouble so they can keep recruiting. They keep their recruits. So Georgia's doing well. Tennessee had done pretty well. I don't know what the hell Florida is going on with them, but of course I don't care about Florida. You'll find out about that in my rant. But I think right now it's kind of Saban said they needed more money in NIL. So you found out Alabama wasn't trying to pay them like that. So now Alabama going to break some bread, baby, and come up off that cheese.
You're so right about that, Vance. Sticking with the college game, let me ask you. Got one coach that says Deion's playing within the bounds of the rules that are in the college game. And there ain't nothing wrong with what Deion's doing. That comes from former OU coach, now USC coach Lincoln Riley. But Deion's got his haters in the coaching ranks. Are they justified for calling Coach Prime out about the way he's revamped the University of Colorado's football program?
Well, Phil, you described it eloquently by saying he's within the rules, brother. As long as you're within the rules of the game, man, how you gonna? That's what we do. We change when we get opportunity. We make changes and we do it. So hey, no, I think Deion let the haters hate, but Deion got to perform too, though. Just like as your previous question, has Saban lost his stronghold? It's not that he might have lost his stronghold, but them other coaches gonna have to step up with better talent. If they get that talent, they still got to coach good talent too. So we're gonna see, especially in the college rank. So
Okay, well,
Hey, Phil.
yes.
Can we pause for a second? Just to soak in that very good answer from Vance. It's very rare these happen.
Oh,
hey,
well,
look here.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, man. Hey.
Wait, Mark,
Shut up, Vance.
Mark, you obviously
We
didn't
try
see
to appreciate this.
that Vance is the genius. Anyway, I want to shout out to
Oh.
Bella Black. Hey, Bella, why not
Bella.
me? Glad you
Why
dropped
not
in.
me?
Hi, Sideria. It's all good. Look, Vance, take it to a station break and let's come back with our second run of the day.
Don't
Mr.
ask Vance
Mark
no more
Howard.
questions. He's already done good. So
Hey, since you gave a good shout out to Bella Black and all the ones that tuned in, that's in our chat. Welcome to TAAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with the global reach, y'all. It's sports talk. You're in the room with our host, Phil Townsend. You got Jeremiah Watts, just a doggone minute. And you got coming up next, our main national touring comedian, Mr. Mark Howard with Mark's Rants. So, Mark, what you ranting about tonight, brother?
I said Florida. I'm gonna put the whole state on notice. Florida, your governor is a piece of crap. Okay, and I'm being nice because you know what I want to say. It's a piece of shiznit. Okay, and they're playing games now. All I'm saying is to you really is don't fall for the okie doke. They love to distract us with this while they're plotting and planning their real scheme. Don't know exactly what that may be, but guess what? It's something else. Because when it gets wild and stupid like that, I tend to believe that they just want to get us more alarmed and looking and focusing on one thing while they're doing another. There's a lot of other things. Same thing with voter registration, other laws and things like that they're trying to take. People that they're trying to put in place that's going that will take over, basically to take over again, especially for minorities and blacks and specifically. Um, this whole thing about talking about slavery has some training and all this other stuff like that, that's laughable. It really is. It's a joke. It's a joke. Big joke. And it's insulting. Very, very insulting. And I'm a one, if you're going to know me, I'm going to say this to you. Don't insult my damn intelligence. Don't try to insult my intelligence. All right. And when people do that, that's more somewhere I lose all respect for you. You know, the old school me want to punch you in your face, want to do something wrong to you, violent to you. I'm older now, so I file restraining orders before I fight. But hey, um, Florida, get it together, man. Get this man up out of there. I know it may be hard, but do what you gotta do. Get him out of there. I don't I don't care. Get him out of there. Get somebody in there that's for us, for the people here. Because I'm not supporting nothing out of Florida. I'm sorry, Black. I'm not supporting nothing out of Florida no more.
Thank you very much, Mark. That was definitely something that we need to hear about. That Florida legislature is out of control. Anytime you vote to pass that, if DeSantis loses his presidential bid, nomination bid, that he still gets to come back and be governor. Who does that? But anyway, thank you, Mark. Jeremiah, new ownership for the Washington Commanders. Your favorite name. Let me ask you this. Magic Johnson is a part of that ownership group. How significant is that?
Uh, I say it's significant, but how much do he own? How much stake do he own in the ownership? Because I think he's more of a figurehead than anything. Not to discount that he is part of the ownership, but I think they're using him more as a figurehead to try to draw in good PR, a name, and everything. But hey, congratulations! You know he's an owner, but how much of an owner? How much stake do we have in ownership? Is it
Well,
10%, 1%,
I think you
20%?
just stated the significance that 2% gets, and, and that's going to be a boon for that team, especially now, Mark. That's your area. You all are looking at possibly getting a new name. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I think that's definitely one of the first orders of business is to change the name because I believe the previous owner was naming something crappy out of spite. And again, as I am a Cowboys fan, I do not pull for the football franchise there. I do have love for my city, and I know how much the franchise means to them. So I'm happy for them, and I'll still be glad to whip up on them again, my Cowboys, and they'll be happier. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a good whipping. So yeah, I think that if they change the name, that would be great because nobody's feeling that. Nobody's
Okay.
feeling.
All right. Well, thank you much, Vance. We're going to cover something that you, as the resident genius, is definitely going to know.
We'll
This
see.
year, as the man said, I won't throw over 10 interceptions this year. Is this the year that Dak Prescott,
Stop.
under the tutelage, under the play calling of Mike McCarthy, becomes the consensus top 5 quarterback in this league?
Let's see if he can use some intelligence in this one and take the hate out. Go for it.
Why would I take that? Why would I take the hate out?
Good.
Okay.
Glad you admitted it.
Okay. Let me tell you something. If Dak don't do it, this season, he may
Dak
be
don't do
looking.
it.
If Dak don't do it, okay, he's all set up. He got all the elements around him again. He don't have to be the man, but all he has to do is not turn the ball over in crucial situations. So
Yeah.
once again, man, year after year, he proves us that he will throw interceptions. He will turn the ball over, and I just don't think he's. I don't think he can do it, man. I don't think he can. He may. He no no no. I don't think he'll get out the second round. I don't think he'll get out the second round. I don't think he'll go
Jeremiah, Jeremiah, where are you at with this,
championship.
Jeremiah?
I'm not paying no attention to Vance's crazy answer.
But Vance gave a good
I'm playing
answer. Vance
Well,
Monopoly.
gave,
y'all gonna
Vance
pick
gave
on?
a
Hey, pat
hey,
that
hey,
on the back.
Jeremiah.
Pat
Vance
him on the
gave a
back, Jeremiah. Pat him
Vance
on the
Yeah,
gave a
back.
okay.
hold on, Jeremiah. Vance gave a less than dumb answer, man. He did real good there, man.
Okay. I think he has to do better than second round. They're slated to. A lot of people got them in the top 5, top 6 to win a Super Bowl. So second round is not good enough. He has to make it to the NFC Championship. As simple as that.
Okay,
Well, thank you. I
okay.
appreciate that. Well, I tell you what, let's go to
I
another
agree.
station
I would
break.
say real. I agree with Vance, and that would have been my point. That I'm not worried about the interceptions. It's the interceptions at the certain times that he's thrown them
Yeah.
this past
Okay.
season.
Well,
That's got to improve.
let's go to another station break, and we'll come back with what the genius knows. Because if you don't know it, he do know what he knows. That's Mr. Vance Rap.
Genius.
You tune in to TAN TV, the African American Network. Well, we have a local with a global reach, y'all. Stay tuned because the genius is about to tell y'all what's going on, man. It's let me get these fellas off the way, but I want to welcome again to TAN TV. What I would like to say, y'all, is this, it just seemed like our rants today is a little bit off the not all sports related, and mines will follow suit. But I do want to say this though. We do want to give a shout. I do want to give a shout out to Bronny James, man, and let's all send some prayers up for the young brother. And and the way they were saying it, it's good that the the medical staff and the people there were right there on the point to administer that CPR. And we wish him speedy health, recovery, man. LeBron, even though you're not the GOAT, baby, but I got much love for you, even though your boys over there don't think I do, but I do. But anyway, also, y'all, Mark shouted out about the governor DeSantis over in Florida. Hey, man, there's also there's a plenty of these guys, these Republicans going around. Just even check out our governor here in Texas, man. So there's things that's happening, man. So we just gotta start passing the word. I mean, I just left D.C. this past weekend, where the U.S. Black Chamber was getting together as they trying to pull businesses together to work together, man. And that's what we got to do, man. August 26th, August 27th, the Million Man March anniversary. That's one of these landmarks. A million black men up in the Capitol, around the Capitol, man, and it was a peaceful event. But we got to quit. We got to do it, man. We got to wake up. We got to come together and and make things happen, y'all. So I just want to say that. And also, if you ever go to DC, make sure you go to the National Museum of African American History and Culture. That's a bad place. It's huge, but there's so much information about what's going on, man. And it was so strange. I got a chance to see the Emmett Till display, and so I got to go, y'all. But this is Vance Bradford from TAN TV, the African American Network. Look for some things coming up, y'all. Go by and visit the TAN TV shop. I gotta go. The fellas waiting on me to bring them back in. One love.
I went there when they first opened.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say
I have
this.
not gotten to go, man. I'm jealous of y'all.
I must have said there was about 20 left.
I went when they first opened, when you had
Gotta
to
go,
have
fellas.
tickets.
Well,
Yeah.
I went before they opened it. And
You lived
have
it.
plans on going back to
So
DC.
hey, so did
Uh,
I, Phil. I was there before they opened it too.
you know, I have no plans. Hey, look, Vance, that was great. Although you took 20 minutes to do it, thank
No,
you.
no, dog. That was right on 2, wasn't it?
Mark,
Y'all want to get a good idea where I am? Take a look at this behind me.
Mark, we had the largest NBA contract ever today. 5 years, 304 million for Mr. Jaylen Brown on the Boston Celtics. What do you think about that contract for Jaylen Brown?
To them roosters, uh, you know I'm in the country when you see roosters walking around free. Um, Interesting. I have to say it's very, very interesting. Now, let's not be fooled. People sign higher contracts, the salary cap gets bigger. There's always a record-breaking highest amount of money because the salary cap opens up and the player gets a bigger extension, and they have to adjust after that for that extension. So that's one thing. Um, I'm wondering though with him and Jason Tatum, who the hell else are they going to sign to really get and fill the holes of what they need? Because they got holes in Boston. And that's going to be very interesting to see whether because I think Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are very good. They're very very good, but they're not going to carry a team like that. That's obviously been seen. So they need to fill in some holes. So we'll see how that goes. Good. Congratulations to the brother. I need a co-signer. You talk to him for me.
All right. Well, look, fellas, we're about ready to wrap this up. Jeremiah, any parting words for you?
Like I said, hey, go support sickle cell awareness. Sickle cell awareness month is in September. Go to www.sicklecelloklahoma.org and you can donate there to support sickle cell in Oklahoma. And you can see some of the things that we've done. We just took over 30 children to the Oklahoma City Zoo. We're taking them to the main event this week. So, hey, go to www.sicklecelloklahoma.org and you can donate. All your money go to help families in Oklahoma with sickle cell disease.
That's always great, Jeremiah. Thank you very kindly. Mark, what about yourself?
Well, as you can see, I'm eating chicken for dinner. As soon as I catch these two roosters,
Well, you got to catch them first.
if Rocky can catch him, I'll catch him. I'll be scared to death of them Jones, man. Nah, man, just getting back out to touring and stuff like that. I'll be doing some clubs here in LA, and just finished off the AAU season. Very interesting year. It was fun, interesting. It's funny how stuff was in common. My high school team and my AAU team, I had parental problems, complaining about their kids and their roles that they didn't like, and these parents. I'm gonna have to do another rant on the parents, man. They be a parent, not an agent.
All right, Vance, what you got for us?
Well, I just want to say, man, I want to thank everybody that supports TAN TV. Guys, keep supporting. We got a lot of big things coming down, man. The political season is going to be hot. And, I just want to say, hey, just, check us out. TAN TV, the African American Network. Well, we have a local feel, y'all, with a global reach. And like I say, man, we got some good things happening. See you soon.
All right, it's good to be back after a 2-week hiatus. Want to thank Why Not Me for coming back and hanging in there with us. Also, Bella Black.
Thank you.
Good to see you there. Hi, Sideria. Always a welcome sight. Well, this is going to wrap it up for tonight's show, Sports Talk. You're in the room with Mark, Jeremiah, and Mr. COO and genius himself, Mr. Vance Bradford. We're out of here.
We out of here. I gotta say, give a shout out to Out of Bounds that's on Sundays on TAN TV. We out, y'all.